Dana White responds to backlash over not letting Jorge Masvidal and Kevin Holland go back and forth at the pre-fight press conference for UFC 287. Dana says it's disrespectful and says that he will attack media members who instigate those situations. Dana also speaks on Alex Pereira and believes he will be moving to light heavyweight.
Oh, the reason I don't want you guys talking about other fights is, guys, we're f***ing 2 days before a fight. He's not fighting Jorge Masvidal. Whatever they got into, whatever, first of all, it creates shit backstage and at the hotels, right? When you guys ask them questions like that and they say something, we still got 2 days until the fight and these guys run into each other backstage and everywhere else. And it's so disrespectful to their opponent. There's an opponent sitting up there that they're gonna fight. And I just hate that shit. I get it. You want your fucking clicks or whatever it is you guys want to get, your little fucking moment that you can post, but I will fucking attack you if you do that. You know what I mean? It just causes a lot of bullshit backstage and at the hotel. And but you know, it's like the time the stuff went down with Diaz and all those guys and Hamzat. You know, these guys have fucking 20, 30 guys backstage, and that just can't happen here, and you guys can't instigate it. Honestly, I think that Pereira probably moves to 205 after this fight. He's a monster, you know. I know that he still had like 2 pounds to cut leading up to, there was like an hour left of the weigh-in, so, and yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he's moving to 205, but I would assume he is. You guys can ask him himself, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Colby Covington absolutely trashes Jorge Masvidal following his loss to Gilbert Burns over the weekend. Speaking to Submission Radio, Colby said, "If I want to give my honest take, he was retired after I beat him. He's a broken man. There's a reason that he came out and did what he did to me in the streets like a little clown. There's no pride in that guy. He just didn't want to have to live the rest of his life knowing that he retired off of getting his ass beat by me. So of course he's going to come and lose to somebody else in the division, because he didn't want that being over his head that I retired him. But guys, I'll be honest, I retired Jorge Street Judas last year in 2022 in the T-Mobile Arena. I could care less about the journeyman, Street Judas Masvidal. The guy's a felon, he's a criminal, he's a coward, he's not a real man. If he was a real man, he wouldn't have done what he did to me. So I've got nothing else to say on him. The only person that I care about is Mumblemouth Leon Edwards Scissorhands. He's representing London, and I've got to go over there. The last time the English tried to take our freedoms here in America, that's when 1776 happened. So we're going to have another 1776 this summer. It's going to be the biggest, baddest event of the year, and the King of Miami's coming to unify the belts and become the undisputed champion of the world. Colby Chaos Covington." Michael Bisping and Anthony Smith on the Believe You Me podcast react to the build-up to Luke Rockhold versus Mike Perry, and Mike picking his nose and wiping it on him. Luke and Mike are scheduled to fight in BKFC on April 29th.
It is hilarious because they've got the press conference. You know, Rockhold's going, "Yeah, I believe I'm a better fighter." And then Perry's like, "What happened to y'all last time y'all believed? Eh? When's the last time Michael Bisping knocked someone out?" And I'm like, "You cheeky b****." And then Rockhold's going, "I'm gonna F you up. You're gonna get F'd up." And then Perry, his answer was brilliant. He goes, "I like getting f***ed up. I drink on the weekdays. I like getting f***ed up. Do you like getting f***ed up?" What a great answer.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then they're arguing about the jewelry. Like,
That was cringe.
You two f***ing douchebags. Stop it.
Yeah, I know.
Stop it.
I know. Listen.
Stop. Oh,
Stop
mine's
that.
70 grand. Oh, that's
This
like
is 70
30.
grand.
Shut up.
And Rocco's like, no. That's a fake Rolex. Is that it? And he's going, what's that two-tone bull? Real champs wear gold. I was like, oh God, no, don't do it.
this.
And then the best bit is where they square up. I think this is it here. Press play. This is brilliant. Rocco wipes the, hold on, watch. Picks the nose. Picks his nose and swipes it on that jacket. Now, what do we think of Rocco's jacket as well? What do we think of that? I mean,
for him, it's great.
but not for you.
No, I wouldn't wear it. He's here in Denver.
I'm sure it's very, very expensive, you know, because he does like a fine piece of fabric.
So one of the biggest stories to come out of UFC 287 was Israel Adesanya getting revenge on Alex Pereira's son. If you missed our video yesterday, to quickly sum it up, back when Alex knocked out Izzy in kickboxing, Alex's son laid down next to Izzy and mocked him. And after Izzy defeated Alex at UFC 287, Izzy returned the favor.
I'm petty, bro. I remember. So the first time he knocked me out in Brazil, his son came into the ring and then started to just lie dead next to me. And I'm like, I'll whoop your ass if your dad don't do it for you. But then, yeah, I looked for his kid and I pointed at him and I saw him and I was like, hey. Just to remind him. I saw him backstage. We're cool. He's a great champion. He's a warrior. He is his story, bro. I mean that. I'm the antagonist in his story. He's beast, man. Coming from where he's come from, the adversities he's been through in his life to get to where he's gotten now and taking me out the way he has. Beautiful story for him, but like I said, tonight, it's not about his story, it's about my story, which is history.
If this was an anime, that kid now becomes a fighter and comes...
Bro, hey man, if you can crawl, we can brawl.
Today on Twitter, Izzy had a message for Pereira's son. He posted this video. He wrote, "I've ruined Christmas 2023. Izzy followed up with this. It says, "To everyone crying about Izzy mocking Pereira's son with his celebration, kid knew what he was doing. What goes around comes around." He wrote, "Always respect your elders."
Luta contra o Adesanya em São Paulo, quando eu nocauteei ele. Aí o Alessandro subiu em cima do ringue. Pô, aí eu também não entendi, né? Tá aqui.
Eu tinha subido no ringue, aí eu peguei a garrafinha e eu imitei como meu pai fez. Aí eu bati na cabeça e caí no chão.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post future ones. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from BN. It says, "Izzy beefing with Alex's kid is the most Izzy thing ever." The second one's from Faya. It says, "Alex's humble attitude in defeat made me a fan of him. Their embrace after the fight in the back was my favorite part of the whole series. No grudge, no animosity, pure sportsmanship. Respect to both and thank you for giving us a show to remember." And the final one's in reference to Alexander Volkanovski's live reaction to Israel Adesanya's victory. It says, "Volk's reaction. That's a fucking homie. You could see how happy he was for his boy." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured on the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. If you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen to get caught up. And make sure to go subscribe to our second channel where we post our exclusive MMA interviews.